Welcome, Cancers. This is your July 6th through July 12th forecast. And what's going to be highlighted for you this week from an astrological perspective is going to be your career and finances here with this moon entering Capricorn on July 10th. And let's just see how that's going to show up for you. So there is opportunity here for you to close out some old cycles. So if you have been feeling like you've been through it here, you're really trying to build that financial foundation, and you just had a couple setbacks that happen and occur here, there is this opportunity for you to sort of close that chapter and to get back on track or get back in sync with your goals and let go of just what has previously happened. It happened. It's time to move forward, to do a reset if you feel like you need to do that, but really focus on what it is that you're looking forward to and what you're working toward, as opposed to just thinking about anything that you may have lost. And I understand, like, depending on what that is, that could be something significant or not. But the goal here and your focus is really going to be about getting back on track here and continuing to build that generational wealth. Okay, what else? So we have, Knight of Pentacles here. So putting in inspired action as well. But then we do have that contrast and conflict coming up here. So yeah, definitely closing old cycles, old chapters. And this may even be like, I'm seeing some partnerships maybe, that there may be a little conflict that comes up here, or it could be in your working environment with your colleagues, with your boss here. But there is opportunity here for you to allow yourself to work through that and to learn the lessons from that, and not hold on to any communications or anything that happens as a result of that. Let's see, we also have the Three of Pentacles here. Yeah, quite specifically, work is definitely coming up in the challenge section here, because that's what we're looking at here. And it could be, like I said, individuals there, or the work that you're doing. You may have been passed over for particular opportunities or projects, or you may have had something just not turn out the way it was supposed to. You may have literally thought like, okay, we did this, we went down this path, but we missed this. Okay, so it's just that contrast coming up here, those obstacles showing up here. And we also have, you feeling a little less passionate about things and the way they're going, or just not having as much confidence in them as well. So this could be a project that you're on, or just the work that you're doing at this time. Okay, so let's see. Before we go here, I want to get some oracles here. Okay, so we do have happiness showing up here, and a journey, either physical or mental. Okay, so I feel like this is just opportunity for you to learn and to grow. So we do see that challenge, that contrast here, but have every opportunity here to reframe that into, I experienced this, I learned these lessons, I let that go, and I've moved on. Okay, what else? So we do have the Page of Cups here. So yeah, you may be in your feelings a little bit here, because you may feel like you've been betrayed in some way. And if we are dealing with individuals in the workplace, that may very well have been something that happened or occurred, and you may be just a little emotional about that. So you're processing that, you're working through that. Okay, what else? So we have Seven of Pentacles here. Okay, and I don't know if I mentioned this, but I do want to say that it could also be that you feel like you have been putting a lot of work and effort towards something here, and that just not ending up the way that you're desiring it to. So I feel like for some of you, this is like you putting in those years of effort, that work, always taking on extra work and extra projects and working overtime, and then being passed up for a particular opportunity, job, or project. Okay, or again, things just not happening as fast as you're desiring and wanting them to. So let's look at your underlying beliefs here. Sorry. So there may need to be some balance created here, and just your trust and knowing that everything is working out for your highest good. Because as we're saying, like, yeah, there may be contrast, there may be issues, but it is a part of your journey. It is what you designed for yourself to learn here. So there's something to be gained out of every and all encounters, every and all circumstance, every and all experience. I should probably put an S on the experiences. There's something to be learned from that. So the sooner you're able to learn that, the sooner you're able to get back to that balanced state of feeling whole and complete, then you understand and you know that you're becoming more and more aligned with who you authentically are. So that's bringing you back to yourself here. The quicker you're able to work through these things and find that balance and that peace and that calm. So what do you believe here? So you have the Four of Wands here. So you absolutely believe in new beginnings and in success and fulfillment and joy and contentment and finding work that aligns with that. So a lot of some individuals don't even think that that's possible, but you absolutely do. And again, these may be lessons designed to show you that that is possible, and that the direction you're going in, the path that you're relying on, the, you know, particular job or the person at the job that you are like, yeah, you know, they said they were going to hook me up, or they said they had opportunities for me. You may find that you stepping into a new portal, just allowing things to be and focusing on what's most important to you. You may find that that's not really your path, or, you know, what they can offer you may not be actually for you. It may not be what you're desiring and wanting here. So it is up to you to decide what this new portal looks like, because it is one where you will feel fulfilled, you will feel content, you will feel joy and contentment, and you will feel satisfied. Okay? So it's really about finding that work that does that for you, that creates that passion for you. Let's see what else. Let's look at your approach here. So we have Five of Swords. So yeah, you may be like with the shits, like, yeah, I'm down for it. Like, yeah, you want to pass me over, then I'm going to really just honestly kind of look at things, and, you know, I'm not going to be doing these additional extra things when I'm not receiving any reward or recognition for them. And it's totally up to you. If you're getting something out of it for yourself, you're getting wisdom and knowledge and experience that you can utilize and leverage when you're looking for other positions, or you're out building your own business, then absolutely go for it. If it's not providing any value to you in any way, it's just draining you, and it doesn't seem to be supporting your cause or helping you to advance along your path and your dreams and desires, then that is a clear indication to you that, yeah, this may not be for you. Okay? So it's totally up to you here. But I do see you being a little bitey in the external environment. So it's going to be really important for you to process these feelings here and get to a good emotional state here. Okay. So let's look at the external environment. Okay, yeah, and there it's going to be some baiting here. So as you're trying to get things back together, you're trying to focus on what your priorities are, you're going to find that there's some tests out here for you. So somebody's going to test your patience, somebody's going to get on your last nerve here, somebody's going to really still be expecting you to drain yourself and to continue to support when you've been looked over or passed over, or the support is not being returned to you in the way that it should be. You're going to find that they're out there tempting you to try to, you know, get you off track from the peaceful state that you're trying to create for yourself, that harmony that you're working towards. You are going to find that there's distractions out there trying to pull you from that. Okay, so let's see. Let's look at some guidance here and outcomes. So we have the Page of Wands. So we do have you focusing on what's more important to you here. So absolutely allow yourself to work through that process and state those priorities. If you need to journal them, if you need to write them down, if you need to create a very high level plan for yourself with some goals on there, do that. This is about you and what's important to you and what you feel passionate about. Okay, so you may need to restructure things. Like the job may have been the priority in the past, and now it may be that, like, yeah, you're going to continue to fulfill your responsibilities there, but your focus and your drive and your motivation is about exploring and expanding your gifts and talents here so that you can be financially free and be your own boss. Okay. And that's just an example. You can apply this how you want to, but I feel like you get the gist of what I'm saying here as far as really reorganizing your priorities and making that most important, not some employer's priorities or someone else's priorities. Okay, what else? So we have memories. So they're absolutely, I feel like this is also soul family here that's being brought to the forefront. So if there is like a coach or a mentor or someone that you respect, or someone out in the community or in the community that you're interested in joining has a lot of knowledge and wisdom that they can share with you. There may be a lot of knowledge to be gained, a lot of insight that they may have that is going to be helpful to you at this time. So just be on the lookout for that and open yourself up to that and share only what you feel comfortable with sharing in that place. So we also have inspiration, wonderful as well. So I feel like your story can inspire others. So if you're comfortable with sharing it, then you may want to consider doing that. Or there is inspiration out here, and we talked about soul family, so that is really that confirmation of that you will find that spark of that ignites you and ignites your passions, or that piece of information, that piece of knowledge that gets you to like, oh, well, you know what? I never really thought about this. I would be good at this, or I would be great at that. Or, you know, why am I putting all my effort and focus here when I actually am interested in this? Or, you know, these other ideas that are coming to me seem very interesting to me. Okay, so just allow that inspiration to come in whatever way it does for you. Just keep yourself open to it. What else? So we have a divine soulmate here with true love and love that elevates your soul. So this to me is about the work here, the effort, the inspired action towards what is truly right for you. And only you know what this is. And I feel like these are like your innate gifts and talents that you have available to you. So this is about exploring that and deciding which works for you and where you want to place your focus here. But you're being divinely led towards that, divinely guided towards that. And this is your confirmation that, like, yes, those things you were thinking about, yeah, that is actually what you're here to be doing. That's why this didn't work out for you. Okay. What else here? So we have inspired change, the universe providing to you, you inspiring your community, and you being a true star and creative in your flow, and you receiving that support and, again, inspiration, and you just allowing things to flow, allowing yourself to flow with life, allowing those ideas to come to you. So we have that really strong indication here about pay attention to your surroundings here. There's a lot of inspiration around you, and you are inspiring others as well by the things you're doing, by the transformations that you're allowing to occur, by you being open and honest and seeking clarity and working yourself through these things and still showing up your amazing, beautiful, wonderful Cancer self that's always caring and loving and giving, but also placing more focus on your needs and loving you and caring about you and giving you what you need. Okay, so you are inspiring others by the things that you're doing. Okay, so what else do we have here? So we have challenging times. So we know that there may be a setback. You may have been overlooked here. There may be something as it's relating to your finances that comes up, an additional expense here. So we are aware of that. So we do have that confirmation coming out, but you know how to deal with it. What else? We have the truth. You standing in your power, standing in the truth. And we spoke to that. Seeing that clarity. Being the light in all of this. And connecting with those lessons, because that's what you ultimately designed for yourself to learn on this journey. So being truthful, clearly seeing those lessons and connecting with them and moving on, staying positive, staying your natural, loving self. And we have you creating, expanding, and networking. So that could also be an opportunity for you. We spoke about the soul family here. So that is absolutely confirmation, and it's showing up here again. So in any way that you feel comfortable with getting out into the community, and that doesn't mean like physically getting out into the community. It could mean that, or it could be just connecting online through social media with communities that interest you. So however you feel comfortable with doing it is what you're being guided to do. Put yourself out there, share your story, share knowledge and wisdom that you have. Okay. And we also have the master number 33. So I am going to put a link in the description to a short on that if you are interested in learning more about that. What else do we have? So this card doesn't actually even go in this deck. I just noticed that. So we'll see. We have bring love into the situation. So wonderful. So you connecting more deeply within and giving yourself the love that you're desiring. And when you're feeling and experiencing these moments of obstacles, you can give yourself love. You can give yourself support. And you can be there for you. Especially if you don't necessarily have anyone in your environment that is providing any type of security or support to you. You can give you what you need at this time, and you're being strongly called to do that because it is so important that you're feeling that unconditional love. And it's all within you. So give it to yourself. Even if you do have it available to you, still give it to yourself. All right. What else? So we have self-discipline. Okay, interesting. So there may be some areas here once you decide where you want to place your focus, what's important to you, then you are going to potentially have these areas where you can grow, and you can decide if you put that effort there or not. But how can you grow those gifts and talents that are going to help you to be financially free if you don't put focus on it? Okay, so this is really that reminder of, okay, once you decide that you're going to shift your focus a little bit and put more energy into expanding your business, creating your products and services, then that is going to require your commitment, accountability, your motivation, and your drive. Okay, so what else here? And we have patience. Also, it's going to require patience as well. So thank you so much. I love how it just all comes out in alignment. But patience and self-discipline, I feel like, are very critical, important messages here. We also have you creating and expanding on your own gifts and talents, your own products and services here. Okay, Cancer? All right, so those are the messages I have for you. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great week.